Welcome to March 13th, 2026. The Singularity is cracking open the hardest problems in mathematics and physics. DeepMind used AlphaEvolve to establish new lower bounds for 5 classical Ramsey numbers, an extremal combinatorics problem so notoriously hard that even Erdős once quipped about its difficulty. On the physical frontier, Swiss researchers demonstrated compact superconductor magnets achieving 42 Tesla, with palm-sized coils consuming less than 1 watt of power, proving that even magnetic force is learning to miniaturize. When the machines solve what the legends couldn't, the old constraints are dissolving. The model race is accelerating to match. Elon Musk expects XAI to surpass all competitors in coding by mid-year after hiring 2 senior Cursor leaders. The tools are upgrading themselves in real time, with Claude now building interactive charts and diagrams directly in chat, while Google's new Ask Maps lets Gemini field queries like, "Where can I charge my dying phone without waiting in a coffee line?" Even competitors are borrowing from each other to keep up. Meta has reportedly discussed temporarily licensing Gemini to power its own AI products after its in-house avocado model was delayed to at least May, a capitulation that would have been unthinkable 12 months ago. The economy is being re-architected around synthetic cognition. A 16Z predicts agents will eventually outnumber humans by orders of magnitude, and developers increasingly report that a coder is now more like an architect than a construction worker, directing intent rather than writing boilerplate. Anthropic is in talks with a consortium including Blackstone and Hellman and Friedman to form a joint venture selling Claude to portfolio companies. Even legacy institutions are shedding their human-era scaffolding. Britain voted to eject hereditary aristocrats from the House of Lords after 700 years. Only half of Americans visited a movie theater in 2025, confirming the ongoing migration from atoms to pixels. The museum is following suit. The Met has begun publishing hundreds of high-resolution 3D models of iconic works via portable laser scanning and photogrammetry, digitizing the cultural canon 1 polygon at a time. Robots are entering every domain simultaneously. ST Microelectronics unveiled plans to deploy over 100 humanoid robots for repetitive tasks in its older chip fabs to avoid plant closures. Uber and Hyundai-backed Motional are relaunching robotaxis in Las Vegas, while above them, Beta Technologies partnered in 7 of 8 FAA awards meant to fast-track the commercialization of flying taxis. On the battlefield, Phantom Mk1 humanoid soldiers brandishing firearms have been delivered to Ukraine for evaluation. From factory floor to freeway to front line, the robots are not waiting for permission. Meanwhile, augmented humans are already attempting to outrun the law. A man was accused by a UK High Court judge of wearing smart glasses to secretly receive coaching while giving evidence in court, a reminder that the oath was designed for a species with one brain at a time. We are gaining root access to the biological stack. Stanford found that enhancing gut-brain communication reversed cognitive decline and improved memory formation in aging mice, reframing dementia as a signal routing problem. Japanese researchers demonstrated minimally invasive optical clearing for fluorescence imaging of live mammalian tissues, enabling real-time imaging of organoids and mouse brains in vivo. China approved the world's first commercial invasive brain-computer interface that restores hand movement, leapfrogging Neuralink to market. Death is slowly being reclassified as a storage problem. German researchers achieved the first functional recovery of an adult mouse hippocampus after cryopreservation by vitrification, proving for the first time that memory can survive being frozen solid. Intelligence is now a construction material, and the factories that produce it need factories of their own. Crusoe announced a Spark factory in Colorado for manufacturing modular AI factories, alongside edge zones for deploying sovereign low-latency capacity worldwide. ByteDance is reportedly purchasing $2.5 billion in NVIDIA Blackwell B200 servers, a reminder that export controls remain porous under pressure. To fuel the exponential, Europe's commission chief admitted that reducing nuclear energy was a strategic mistake, a confession that arrives roughly one intelligence explosion too late. The line between the computer and the computed is blurring. Cortical Labs is building the world's first biological data centers in Melbourne and Singapore, powered by lab-grown human neurons on silicon, with Singapore set to deploy up to 1,000 units. Neurons no longer care whether they're warm, frozen, or racked in Singapore.